it's probably a good thing I didn't.
Andy, you good? Yeah, we're good. All right. Questions for Steven?
Steven, what do you see from UCLA defense?
I see a defense that's got a lot of talent on it. They do a lot of different things, mostly middle close coverages, but they will go middle open sometimes, play some 4-mini. But they got talent. I think their corners and safeties are pretty good, and I think up front they're pretty decent as well.
So you were obviously cleared to go back in the game the other night, but how did you feel, and was there ever concern on your part that you wouldn't be able to go back in that game?
I mean, a concern like as from on my part.
Yeah, I mean, did you feel woozy at any point? Like, was there at any point, even when you got back in the game, that you thought, boy, I'm not with it?
I mean, we're talking about football. You know, if after a big hit you don't feel a little bit woozy, then you're just Iron Man or something like that, you know. But I definitely felt good. I didn't feel like anything was too wrong. But yeah, I felt good. I mean, they cleared me, and I passed my concussion protocol test, so I was eager to get right back in there as soon as possible. I was trying to get out of the tunnel and go get back out on the field and try to help my team get a win.
I don't know if you saw the play live. I don't think you did, but Blake coming in and getting that run like that. Can you talk about, first off, how big that play was? I know the drive didn't continue, but for him to get a play like that, but then also kind of where his progression has been that you've seen this season. Yeah.
I mean, Blake and Tyler have taken a ton of steps in the right direction. I mean, they're really good quarterbacks, and they're going to be really good for the Buffs in the future. And I'm excited for them and excited to get to watch them in the future as well. And as far as that, I think it was a 27-yard run by Blake. I mean, he was getting busy. I thought he was going to go to the house, but the backside corner got him. But, I mean, definitely showed some burst and showed some athleticism there. So that's good for him. I'm excited for him.
Steven, it looked like there were a few more planned runs for you in the game plan last week. Do you like that? Does that mix it up a little bit for you, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, to be honest, I love that. I love running the football, and I loved it when I first showed up here. And then I kind of got into the mentality that I was trying to turn into like a pocket passing quarterback. And I mean, I think I'm just a lot more comfortable when I can go and finish a few runs, and it kind of just gets me in the flow of the game. And yeah, I was telling my roommate Josh the night before, or it might have been the morning of the game. I just told him, I was like, I'm going to finish every single run. I'm not doing the sliding anymore, because when you slide, they take you 5 yards back from when you originally started your slide. So we don't pick up the yards that we feel like we needed to pick up. So I just told him, I'm going to finish every run that I get. I'm going to put my head down, and I'm going to go get those yardage, or go get that yardage for us.
Hey, Steven, with campus closing here in, I guess, a half hour, is it business as usual for a football player? What does the rest of your day look like?
Well, it's absolutely business as usual. Probably get some film, and then, I mean, you probably just have an extra 2 or 3 hours to just kind of hang out, relax at your house, maybe go get a meal, maybe kick it with some of your boys, kick it with the football players. So that's probably what I'll do after I watch the film. But definitely nice to not have to walk on campus in that snow. I mean, it's I think it was like, what, 13 degrees? 13 degrees today, felt like 8, something like that. That's not El Paso weather, I'll tell you that much.
Steven, getting back to your running, were there times earlier this year where you were kind of, when you were running the ball, and you were maybe caught between that slide and wanting to finish off a run, and when you maybe went back and looked at those plays, is that why you went to the coaches and maybe said, I want to finish these runs?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely those kind of awkward moments when either someone's behind you and someone's in front of you, when you kind of don't really know what to do, to slide or to finish. And I mean, my way of thinking now is kind of, when in doubt, you need to finish the run, because I mean, when you're kind of like letting up and letting somebody hit you from in front and from behind, that's when people get hurt. So I figured just play it safe, finish the run, and get that yardage.
Because that's been success for you in the past, are you surprised it took so long for that to be a part of a game plan this year?
I mean, no, I don't. Not with what we were trying to do. I don't think. I mean, they were trying to get me to stay in the pocket, work the pocket, which I mean, I think I still did a decent job of it on Friday. But just really sit in the pocket, and when things break down, kind of like when you imagine how, like, like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. Not that I'm comparing myself to Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. Don't get me twisted, but just staying in the pocket and trying not to take unnecessary hits so you can last a full season. And I think that was a big point of emphasis. And I mean, you gotta kind of look at yourself in the mirror, and at some point you gotta go get those yards for your team, because I mean those yards are precious. You saw in the game. I mean we lost that game by a couple inches, and I mean that stuff stings when you look back at it the next day, and you know you don't want to have those what ifs, you know. So just better to play it safe and go pick it up.
Coach said yesterday that you guys need to do the simple things better. Is that what you see when you watch the film, and is that encouraging or is it frustrating?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both, you know, because doing like when you do the simple things right, it helps everybody on the team. It helps offense, helps defense, helps special teams. But when you're stressing and trying to do a little bit too much to try to make a big play or try to be the hero a little bit, that's when you make mistakes, and that's when you make mental errors. So, what was the second part of that question?
Just you kind of answered it, but like, is it more frustrating?
Oh yeah.
Like being so close, but yet not being able.
Yeah, it's encouraging because we are so close. I mean, like I said, we're a couple inches away from really having things to pop for us. But it's also frustrating because it's a little bit past midway through the season. It's a little late in the season. So but better now to fix it than never is what I feel like. So hopefully we'll do those simple things a lot better this week.
That kind of leads into my question is, with the season rolling to an end and your Buffs career rolling to an end, do you find more pressure of you putting on yourself to get those wins to become eligible to go back to a bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I put that type of pressure on myself every week for those games, because I mean, every single game that we play is important. The next game is the most important game, is kind of how we look at it. So I've been putting that pressure on myself the whole season. I think the whole team does, because everybody here wants to win. Every single person in this building that works with this program, I mean, they want to win. We want to win. So we just got to do things a little bit better, and hopefully we'll get the end result that we want.
You know,
Bless you.
We talked a little bit about you being willing to take some hits. You know, somebody who has taken a lot of hits is Laviska. The way that he runs with the ball, he takes 2-3 hits on every play. He's been a little bit banged up. Do you ever catch yourself thinking like, oh, I wish that he would just get out of bounds?
No. No, because Viska, he's the type of guy to take a few hits and then go pick up 15 more yards, you know, as where if I were to take one hit, I'm probably going down, you know. So, I mean, when Viska gets the ball in his hands, I want him to stay on his feet as long as he possibly can, because there's a really big chance that he can break one for us and go to the house. And, you know, that puts points up on the board. So the best chance of putting points up on the board is what I want us to do and what the coaching staff wants us to do. So I think Viska running tough is definitely better for the team than him running safe.
You've been to one bowl game since you've been here at Colorado. What would going to a second one mean, and how big of a rallying cry or motivating factor is it for the team right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely motivating. I mean, we haven't seen a bowl game in 2 years. The last one we went to was 2016 to the Alamo Bowl, played Oklahoma State. And we want to play in a bowl game. We want to get that postseason and just kind of send the seniors out the way that we want to be sent out. You know, go get that last game, do all the fun stuff wherever we go for the bowl game. And bowl games are just fun, period. Just fun, period. You get to be around your brothers in a hotel for a week, and you get all that extra time to practice. The practice time is also very huge, because you get an extra, month and a half of extra practice. So that'll set the team up for next year even better than they were going to be if we don't get the bowl game. So definitely a big motivating factor for us. We want to get that bowl game.
Anything else? All right, thank you, Steve.
All right, enjoy the snow day, guys.